Alright. Grab a beer and pull up a chair. 'Cause I've got a tale that's gonna knock your socks off. It's not your run-of-the-mill drama. It's about me, my not-so-perfect life, and how I royally screwed up. No flowery stuff, just the raw, unfiltered truth. So, picture this. Me, a regular woman, been married for a good chunk of years, 2 kids, the whole shebang. Life was like one of those TV shows where every day is predictably okay. But, even the calmest seas get stormy. Enter John, my co-worker. Now, John's not your movie star hunk, but there's something about him, We start chatting, grabbing coffee, harmless stuff. But, as life loves irony, things escalated quicker than a wildfire in dry grass. Before I knew it, we were tangled up in an affair. Classic, huh? Now, here's where it gets spicy. My husband, let's call him Mr. Sherlock, because damn, he's got a nose for trouble. He's a lawyer, the shrewd, eagle-eyed type. I thought I was slick, covering my tracks, erasing texts. But he was onto me, gathering evidence like some TV detective. Meanwhile, there's me, riding this roller coaster of guilt and thrill. I'm telling you, it's a weird mix. Every time I'm with John, it's like fireworks, but then I go home, see my husband, and the guilt hits me like a train. But do I stop? Nope. I'm on this adrenaline high, totally blind to the storm brewing. And get this, my husband's not just sitting around. He hires a private investigator. Can you believe that? A real-life pie, tailing me, snapping pictures. It's like something out of a noir film, except I'm the clueless dame. Now, here comes the icing on this disaster cake. John and we plan this secret getaway. Thought we were smart, using fake names, paying cash. No way anyone's finding out, we tell ourselves. Oh, how wrong we were. So there I was, living my double life, thinking I'm the master of deception. Little did I know, my husband, Mr. Sherlock, was 2 steps ahead, collecting his evidence, building his case. And me? I'm just plunging headfirst into the biggest mess of my life. That's where I'm gonna leave it for now. But trust me, the story only gets crazier from here. So, what do you think? Sounds like a train wreck, right? Well, buckle up, 'cause this ride's just getting started. Okay, so let me take you back to this one crazy week, right? I just got back from this. Let's call it a work trip with John. The guy from the office who's way too charming for his own good. And there I was, stepping back into my house, my heart racing like a kid who's just nicked a candy bar. It was this crazy mix of guilt and excitement. I mean, on one hand, I'm feeling alive, but on the other, it's like I'm walking into a house built on a landmine. Now, my husband, let's call him Dave, he's usually Mr. Attentive, right? But that day, it's like I walked into a different dimension. He's there, but not really there. You know what I mean? He's flipping through the mail, mumbling about bills or whatever, not even a glance. It's like I'm a ghost. And I'm thinking, okay, weird, but maybe he's just tired. But then, it's like the guy's gone undercover. He's quieter, and his eyes, I swear, they're like those of a hawk. He's watching, calculating. I can feel it, but I'm just playing dumb, acting like everything's normal, talking about the kids' school and whatnot. And here's where it gets even weirder. Dave starts having these hush-hush phone calls, sneaking around like a teenager. One day, I overhear something about a lawyer, and my stomach just drops. I mean, Dave's a lawyer, but this sounded personal. My mind's racing, thinking, is he onto me? Nah, he can't be. But deep down, I know something's up. I start noticing stuff, like how he's not really looking at me anymore. It's like he's looking through me, And he's taking more care of his appearance, suddenly hitting the gym, dressing sharper. I'm like, who's this for, huh? I've known this guy for over a decade, and it's like he's turning into someone else. Then, one evening, I catch a glimpse of some document with divorce plastered all over it. My heart's pounding, and I'm thinking, oh crap, this is real. But I don't confront him. No, I just let it simmer, pretending I'm clueless. It's like we're both in this twisted game, pretending everything's fine, walking on eggshells. The air's thick with unsaid things, and I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. But Dave, he's just plowing on, business as usual, while I'm losing my mind over here. So, that's the sitch. Crazy, huh? I'm living in this house, playing happy families, while my marriage is silently imploding. And the worst part? I've got no one to blame but myself. Stick around, buddy. 'Cause this story's only gonna get wilder. You ever feel like you're on a roller coaster that's just about to go off the rails? That's me, right now. So, grab a drink and listen to this mess I've landed myself in. I'm tangled up in this affair with John, my coworker. You know, the one I told you about. It started as a fling, but now? It's like I'm in quicksand. The more I struggle, the deeper I sink. Every rational part of me is screaming, end it. But there's this other part, totally hooked, can't let go. It's like I'm living in this dizzying fog of what ifs and buts. Then, out of the blue, Dave's brother, Mike, drops this bomb. We're at this family barbecue, and he pulls me aside, all serious. He's like, I know about John. My heart stops. I mean, it literally feels like it stops. I play it cool, laugh it off, but inside, I'm freaking out. If Mike knows, does Dave know too? Now, I'm in full-on panic mode. Every look, every word from Dave feels loaded. Is he onto me? Is he just playing it cool? I'm analyzing every damn thing, but I'm too scared to ask, too scared to confess. It's like I'm stuck in this nightmare, and I can't wake up. But wait, it gets crazier. John's wife, Sarah, she corners me one day after work. This woman, who I've had drinks with, shared laughs with, she's standing there, eyes blazing, and she says, I know about you and John. My world just stops. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, pass out, all of it. She's not yelling or crying. She's just disappointed. And that's worse. That's when it hits me, like a slap in the face. What the hell am I doing? I'm wrecking homes, lives, my own included. I can't even look at myself in the mirror. So, I end it with John. Just like that. Over a tense, awkward coffee. We're done, I tell him. He's shocked, tries to argue, but I'm firm. It's like waking up from a bad dream, only the nightmare is real, and it's my life. I'm a mess. Guilty, ashamed, scared. It's like I've been sleepwalking, and now I have to face the music. Dave's brother knows, Sarah knows, and I'm just waiting for the moment Dave confronts me. It's like the sword of Damocles hanging over my head. So there you have it, my life in shambles. A part of me wishes I could rewind, make different choices. But here I am, bracing for the storm I've created. Stay tuned, buddy, 'cause I have a feeling this is just the beginning of the hurricane. So, here I am, feeling like I'm in the eye of a storm I brewed myself. Let me spill this straight. My life's turned into a train wreck, and there's no stopping it now. Picture this. I'm back home after the whole affair debacle, thinking I can somehow smooth things over. But no, life's got other plans. Out of nowhere, Dave, Mr. Lawyer, my husband, slaps me with divorce papers. I mean, he's always been the act now, talk later guy, but this. It's like a punch to the gut. He's got evidence, photos, messages, the whole 9 yards. I can't even deny it. The guy I've been married to for 12 years, father of my kids, he's done with me. Just like that. I'm scrambling, trying to fix things, but Dave's like a wall. He's hurt, angry, and who can blame him? I try talking, crying, begging even, but it's like talking to a statue. He's made up his mind. The love we had, the life we built, it's crumbling right before my eyes. As if that's not enough, my job's on the line too. Word gets out. You know how these things spread like wildfire, and suddenly, I'm the office pariah. Whispers in the hallway, awkward looks in the break room. My career, something I've worked my ass off for, is slipping through my fingers because of a stupid, reckless fling. But wait, it gets worse. The kids. God, the kids. They're caught in the crossfire of this mess. We're talking custody battles. Dave wants full custody, and why wouldn't he? I've messed up big time. The thought of losing my kids on top of everything else? It's gut-wrenching. They're confused, upset, and I can't even explain to them what's going on without feeling like the world's worst mom. So there you have it. My life's a disaster movie, and I'm the lead role. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, and I'm the driver. Stick around, buddy, 'cause this story's far from over. But let me tell you, it's one hell of a ride. So, there I was, feeling like I'd just been thrown into the deep end, no life jacket, no nothing. I'm scrambling for a lawyer, any lawyer who'd take my case. But man, with the kind of evidence Dave's got, my options are as thin as cheap toilet paper. Every lawyer I talk to gives me that pity look, you know? Like they're thinking, lady, you're up the creek without a paddle. And Dave, He's playing chess while I'm out here playing checkers. He's freezing accounts, redirecting funds, doing all this legal jujitsu. I'm watching my financial security vanish like smoke. Can't access my accounts, credit cards are getting declined. It's like one day I'm living a comfortable life, and the next, I'm counting pennies for groceries. Now, I'm thinking, maybe my friends will back me up. But guess what? Turns out, sympathy's in short supply. I get it, I messed up, but you'd think someone would throw me a bone, right? Nope. It's all cold shoulders and, I told you so's. I feel like I'm marooned on an island, shouting into the void. But wait, it gets juicier. The media catches wind of the scandal. Now, it's not just my personal life falling apart, it's a public spectacle. Front page of the local tabloid, my face plastered next to words like, cheater, and, home wrecker. I can't even buy milk without getting side-eyed by the cashier. My parents are mortified. My kids are asking questions I can't answer, and I'm just sinking deeper into this pit of despair. And then, like some plot twist in a bad movie, this guy from Dave's past shows up. I've never heard of him, but he's all buddy-buddy with Dave, whispering advice, patting his back. Who is this guy? An old college friend? A secret ally? I don't know, but he's got this look, like he knows more than he should. So, here I am, broke, friendless, and the town's favorite gossip topic, watching my soon-to-be ex-husband getting all chummy with Mr. Mysterious. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion, except I'm the one on the train. Stick around, buddy, 'cause this story's far from over, and something tells me it's only gonna get wilder. Alright, grab a beer and let me spill this latest chapter of my life's tragicomedy. So, there I was, thinking I'd hit rock bottom, but guess what? The bottom wasn't even close. I find out, through the grapevine, that Dave, my soon-to-be ex-husband, knew about my affair way before the bomb dropped. Can you believe that? He was sitting on this ticking time bomb, gathering info like some secret agent. It blew my mind. I mean, I knew he was smart, but this was some next-level strategy. Feeling like a cornered animal, I decided to play dirty. I started digging into Dave's past, looking for skeletons that might give me some leverage. I mean, desperation makes you do crazy stuff, right? But Dave, he's always one step ahead. He had his defense lined up like dominoes. Every accusation I threw, he had a counter, discrediting my claims like swatting flies. I felt like I was in a courtroom drama, and let me tell you, I was not winning this case. Now, the kids. God, the kids. I tried, really tried, to keep that bond strong, but the tension was like a thick fog. Every conversation was like walking on eggshells. They were hurt, confused, and who can blame them? Their world was turning upside down, and there I was, the cause of it all. And then the gavel hit. Dave secured this ridiculously favorable custody arrangement. It felt like a sucker punch. The idea of seeing my kids every other weekend, like some distant aunt, it tore me apart. But what could I do? Dave had the upper hand, legally, morally, every way. The final blow? I had to move out of our family home. Packing up my life into boxes, leaving behind memories in every room, it was surreal. The home where we celebrated birthdays, had family dinners, where I thought we'd grow old together, now felt like a house of cards that had just collapsed. So there I was, standing in an empty house, echoes of the past bouncing off the walls. It was the end of an era, the end of the life I knew. I walked out of that door, not just leaving a house, but leaving behind the person I used to be. Buddy, if you ever think you've hit the bottom, just remember, life's got shovels. But hey, here's to new beginnings, however daunting they may be. Stick around. The next chapter's bound to be a doozy. Let me tell you, if life was a poker game, I'd be the one who went all in with a pair of twos. It's like I'm living in this B-movie, and every scene just gets worse. Grab a beer, 'cause this chapter's a doozy. Financially, I'm in the gutter. Remember those shopping sprees and fancy dinners? History. Now, I'm counting coins for a coffee. It's like one day you're on top of the world, and the next, you're scraping the bottom of your purse for change. My bank account's a desert, and I'm out here like a lost camel, just trying to make ends meet. But hey, life's not done kicking me yet. Trying to restart my life is like trying to glue a broken vase back together, it's just not the same. My reputation? Tarnished, like a forgotten silverware set. I'm that woman, the one people whisper about in hallways. Jobs? Friends? Peeved. As elusive as a mirage. Meanwhile, Dave's out there living his best life. His career's skyrocketing, promotions, accolades, you name it. It's like he's Midas, and I'm, well, the donkey rear end. Every success story I hear about him is like a twist of the knife. He's on top, and I'm not. Then, as if fate's having a laugh, I bump into John. Mr. Affair, remember him? I'm thinking maybe a familiar face, a bit of sympathy, right? Wrong. He looks at me like I'm a stain on his shoe and walks away. It stung, you know? Like salt on a wound. That's when it hit me. I was just a fling for him, a blip on his radar. Ouch. But wait, there's more. Dave, my dear soon-to-be ex, drops another bomb. He planned his whole response to the affair from day one. Like some grandmaster in chess, he had his moves all mapped out. And me? I was just an oblivious pawn. Talk about a reality check. So, there I am, trying to claw my way back, looking for any legal loophole to get some ground back. But guess what? Every appeal, every motion, it's like throwing darts in the dark. Nothing sticks. It's official. I'm out of moves, out of luck. It's like I'm in this never-ending free fall, just waiting to hit the ground. But hey, what can you do but brace for impact, right? So, that's where I'm at, buddy. Down, but not out. Life's dealt me a bad hand, but I'm still in the game. Stick around. Who knows what's next in this crazy story? So, there I am, feeling like the main character in one of those tragic movies where everything just spirals out of control. You know, the ones where you're screaming at the screen, don't do it. But it's too late. Grab a drink, 'cause this tale's a wild one. You won't believe it, but now I'm practically a ghost in my own circle. Friends? Poof, vanished. They've all sided with Dave. I get it, I messed up, but the loneliness? It's deafening. I walk into a room, and it's like I've brought a cloud of silence with me. Ever felt invisible in a crowd? That's me, every day. But wait, it gets crazier. John's wife, Sarah, remember her? She's teamed up with Dave for a lawsuit. Talk about a plot twist. It's like they're this dynamic duo now, and I'm the villain in their story. Every time I see them together, it's like a knife twisting in my gut. Betrayal? Check. Humiliation? Double check. Job hunting's become my new hobby, except it's the worst kind. My name's mud out there. Every interview ends with that, "We'll call you," line, and guess what? They never do. The scandal's like this giant neon sign above my head, flashing, trouble. And Dave, oh boy, Dave's living it up. He's like the town's golden boy now, Mr. Resilience, Mr. Integrity. I see his picture in the local paper, and it's like he's won the lottery of life. Meanwhile, I'm scraping the bottom of every barrel I can find. Just when I think it can't get any worse, Sarah hits me with these legal challenges. It's like she's got this vendetta against me. Lawsuits, claims, you name it. I'm drowning in paperwork and lawyer fees I can't afford. But the real gut punch? The kids. My own flesh and blood. They won't even see me. They blame me for tearing our family apart, and it's like 1,000 needles in my heart every time they refuse to talk to me. I see them with Dave, laughing, living their lives, and it's like I'm watching from behind a glass wall. So, that's my life now. A series of unfortunate events. It's like I'm on this never-ending roller coaster of regret and what-ifs. But hey, life's a journey, right? Just didn't expect mine to take this detour through hell. Stick around, buddy, who knows what's next in this crazy ride. Alright, so you think you've heard it all, huh? Buckle up. 'Cause this ride's just hitting the peak of the crazy roller coaster. Grab your beer, and let's dive into this circus. So, there I am, already feeling like I've been through a meat grinder, and then boom, I get this letter from my sister. You know, the one person I thought I could always count on? Yeah, well, not anymore. She writes this scathing, no-holds-barred letter, basically disowning me. I mean, it's brutal. Every line is like a slap. She's done with me, just cuts the cord. Reading it felt like standing naked in a blizzard, no shelter, no warmth. But wait, it gets worse. The custody battle for the kids? I lost, big time. The judge hands them over to Dave like I'm some unfit mother. It's like they just erased me from their lives. Can you imagine? The kids have raised, tucked into bed, kissed their boo-boos, now they're just gone. It's like a piece of my soul got ripped out and stomped on. Now, here's the real kicker: money. Or should I say, the lack of it. I'm so strapped for cash it's like I'm living in one of those depressing country songs. I'm selling stuff left and right. First, it's the jewelry, the nice stuff Dave gave me back when we were happy. Then it's the furniture, some clothes, hell, even some old books. It's like I'm holding my own garage sale of broken dreams. I'm in this tiny apartment now, walls thin as paper, and every night's like an episode of Who's Arguing Tonight? It's a far cry from the life I used to live. Everything that made me, the home, the family dinners, the holidays, it's all just memories now. So here I am, no family, no money, no idea what's coming next. It's like I'm on this path, and every step is into the unknown. But you know what? There's something freeing about hitting rock bottom. Nowhere to go but up, right? So, cheers, buddy. To rock bottoms and new beginnings. Stick around. 'Cause I've got a feeling my story's far from over. Alright, pull up a chair and let me tell you about this crazy turn my life's taken. So there I am, thinking, hey, why not spill my guts in a tell-all book? I mean, everything's already hit the fan, right? What's there to lose? But, as soon as word gets out about my little writing project, bam. Legal threats start flying in like pigeons in the park. Dave's lawyers are on me like hawks, threatening everything short of the apocalypse if I publish a single word about our life. It's like I'm living in some legal thriller, except I'm the one getting grilled. Feeling pretty much like a pariah, I stumble across this small support group. They're like this band of misfits, each with their own sob story. Sitting in that circle, spilling my heart out, it's the first time in ages I don't feel like the world's against me. It's no therapy session with Oprah, but it's something, a tiny flicker of hope in my dumpster fire of a life. But, life's got more punches to throw. My health starts nosediving. Stress, anxiety, you name it, I've got it. I'm losing weight, not sleeping, and every morning feels like I'm climbing Mount Everest. It's like my body's on a protest march against my life choices. So here I am, at the end of this crazy, messed up saga. I'm sitting alone in this dingy apartment, my health in shambles, ostracized like some medieval leper. It's like I'm looking at my life through a cracked mirror, seeing all the pieces I can't put back together. And that's when it really hits me. The weight of what I've done, the sheer magnitude of the mess I've made. It's not just about the affair or the divorce. It's about every choice that led me here, sitting alone, a shadow of the person I used to be. So, cheers, my friend. To life lessons learned the hard way and to finding yourself at the bottom of the pit. It's a lonely place, but hey, the only way out is up. Stick around. Who knows what's next in this roller coaster?